So proceeding on to the next question, that is your question number 5. A climber of mass m slides down a vertical rope with the average acceleration a. What is the average frictional force exerted by the rope on the climber? Okay, so that means there is the rope, right, and there is the climber that is climbing down the rope, right, with an acceleration of a. Okay, so that means if I draw the free body diagram of the climber, okay, so that means over here this will be the climber, right? So the weight of the climber will be equal to your mg, that will be acting downwards. The frictional force on the climber will be upward. Why? Because the friction will try to resist the downward acceleration of the climber, right? So that means over here the frictional force will be upward, right, and the acceleration of the climber is downward, which is equal to your a. Now applying the summation of net force along the y axis, so this will be equal to your mass into acceleration, right, Newton's second law. Okay, so what is the net force along the y axis? Mg is acting downward, right, so mg. Okay, fs, the frictional force which is fs is trying to resist, so the net force will be mg minus of fs, that is the frictional force, right? So this will be equal to your mass into acceleration is equal to your m times of a. Okay, so that means from here we get that the frictional force that will be applied, so fs will come out to be how much? Mg minus of ma. So the fs force, that is the frictional force, so this will come out to be fs is equal to your m times of g minus a. Okay, so that means the correct option to your question number 5 is option number C. I hope you got the question. Thank you. So proceeding on to the next question, that is your question number 6. A cube slides down the surface of a ramp at a constant velocity. Okay, what is the magnitude of the frictional force that acts on the cube due to the surface? Okay, suppose there is a ramp. Okay, suppose the ramp is inclined at an angle theta with the horizontal, right? So this is the angle theta and this is the horizontal. The ramp is inclined at an angle theta with the horizontal, right? And a cube slides down the surface of the ramp at a constant velocity, right? So that means there is a cube. Suppose this is the cube, and suppose the mass of the cube be m. So the cube is moving down the incline at a constant velocity, right? So that means the velocity is constant. Okay, so when will be the velocity constant? When acceleration is equal to 0, right? So if there is no acceleration, velocity will not increase or velocity will not decrease, right? Velocity will remain constant. Okay, so that means the acceleration of the mass m should be equal to your 0, right? So that means the net force that is acting on the mass m should be equal to your 0. Okay, so we need to find out what is the magnitude of the frictional force that acts on the cube due to the surface. Okay, so if I just draw the free body diagram of the cube over here, this is the cube, right? Okay, so that means from here, so from the surface this will be the normal, right, and over here this will be the frictional force that is acting. Okay, and over here downward will be our mg, right? So that means if I just make the component of mg along the incline and perpendicular to the incline, okay, so if this angle is theta, this angle will be also theta, right? So that means this will be equal to your mg cos theta, okay, and this will be equal to your mg sin theta, right? I am just dividing the force mg into its two components, one component which is perpendicular to the incline and one component which is parallel to the incline, right? When such that when I'll add up these two vectors, we'll get the net force vector, that is mg. Okay, so that means our mg is replaced by these two vectors, so I'm just rubbing off mg. Okay, so that means the net so that means this is the free body diagram of the cube m. Okay, so that means see, for the cube m I can write that the summation of net forces along the incline should be equal to your 0, along the incline should be equal to your 0, and the summation of net forces perpendicular to the incline should be equal to also 0. Okay, so let's just take the first. So summation of net forces along the incline. Okay, so that means mg sin theta is acting downwards, so mg sin theta, right? Okay, and Fs is acting upward. Fs is what? Frictional force, so minus Fs. Okay, so this is the net force which is down the incline, right? So this should be equal to your 0. So that means the frictional force comes out to be how much? It comes out to be mg sin theta. So that means, coming to the question, what is the magnitude of the frictional force that acts on the cube due to the surface? Okay, so this will be the component of the weight that is parallel to the plane. Okay, so that means the correct option to your question 6 will be option B. Why option B? See, over here Fs is what? The frictional force is equal to your mg sin theta, right? And mg sin theta is which component? Mg was this, right? Mg was this. Mg sin theta is the component which is parallel to the plane, right? So that means the correct option to your question 6 will be the component of the cube parallel to the plane. Okay, so that means the correct option to your question 6 is option B. I hope you got the question.